Hello YouTube gardeners! Today I'm getting ready to plant some more Asian greens, and I wanted to share the seed packet information with you. These greens not only add beauty to the garden, but they're highly nutritious in vitamins and minerals. This beauty is a Hansai Thai, and here's the seed packet information from Johnny Seeds. Here is a tatsoi, and this beauty is a ruby red, and I have a few others to share, but first I need to get all of these guys harvested because it turns out I have a pretty good grub problem going on in this bed. And if I don't get those guys out of here, then they're going to go through and eat all of my new baby root growth. So that's obviously not going to work. So I'm going to get these guys harvested, go through the soil, collect all the grubs, and feed them to my baby chicks. And I guess they're not babies anymore. They're hens now. They're over 5 months old, and they've been laying for a couple of weeks. So in my next video, I'm going to share what we're doing with their eggshells. All right, so get these guys harvested, collect the grubs, then I'm going to be adding lots of Dr. Earth soil, and then get the seeds planted. Be back shortly with the seed information. All right, got a big, beautiful bouquet of greens here. The tatsoi is just gorgeous. And the ruby red is one of my favorites. Let me get a shot of the underside of the leaf. The color is so beautiful. I'll be sharing the seed packet information as soon as I get the grubs out of the soil and get the new seeds planted. And my other favorite is the Hansai Thai. Look at how beautiful. It's purple veins going through the green leaf. Super gorgeous and delicious. All right, so time to do a little work. Get the grubs out of the soil and feed them to my chicks. I'm a little over halfway through the bed, and wow, look at some of these guys. They've been eating really good. Look at this guy. So this is a lot of work, but starting a bunch of seeds and then wiping them out, just gonna be a total waste of time. So gonna put in the work, get as many of these guys out as possible. I'm sure there's going to be some left behind because they're pretty deep in there. I'm going down about over 2 feet, and that's where the really big ones are. But my little seeds will have a fighting chance now that I get these guys out of here. All right, that was exhausting. And I don't know how many are here. It's just crazy. Huge ones and little ones that were gonna eat up all my root growth and turn huge. Oh my gosh, so glad they're out of here. And it's impossible to get them all, so I'm sure there's some left behind, but they're dramatically reduced. Had a ton, thousands of beautiful earthworms. So the soil's really healthy, and now my plants are going to do much better now that these guys are out of here. So I'm going to have some really happy chicks, and obviously this is several days worth of treats. So I got to find the container that goes to this lid. Get these guys in some soil and they'll be in their own little grub aquarium, and the chicks will get some really tasty protein treats each day. I was watching a reality show, and I don't remember which one, it was years ago, but they were out in the middle of nowhere and had no food, and they removed some big logs and came across grubs, and obviously they were desperate, survival situation, so they started eating the grubs, and they said that they taste like cream corn. So I'm not about to try it, but if we're ever in a survival situation, you know whose house to go to. Lots of cream corn here. Alright, so now it's time to get some of the Dr. Earth in here and get ready to plant the seeds. Alright, all the seeds are in, and I'm basically growing in a little over a third of this bed. I'm succession planting so that I have a consistent supply of delicious, nutritious Asian greens. And here I'll share with you really quick the seed packet information. This one is basically a red pak choi called Rosie. Here's the seed information. Here's the beautiful plant, and that's one of the ones I harvested at the beginning of the video. Here is a Mei Ching Choi. It has a very unique flavor. That was also at the beginning of the video. It was a little overgrown. It's the one that the aphids love the most. This one is ruby red. Beautiful, beautiful Asian green. And I love the flavor. So here is the seed packet information on that. Here is the tatsoi. Here is the seed packet information. That one was also at the beginning of the video when I harvested. I think this is the only one that was already all harvested. So I didn't have any of these to show at the beginning of the video. And this is called Red Kingdom. Very beautiful Asian green, very healthy and nutritious. And then this one is my favorite, the Hansai Tai, extremely beautiful. It's the one that had the purple veins going through the green leaves. And I planted 2 rows of that one. So I wanted to share with you how I found out that I had that horrible grub problem. Basically, I was noticing that a lot of my seed starts were stunted, and some of them were taken off, some of them weren't. So I decided to come out one evening and see which pests were giving me problems. The evening is the best time to come out, evening or early morning, to see who is chewing on your plants. And so I came out pretty late one night and noticed the soil kind of just bubbling, like it was moving, and I knew right away. I'm like, oh great. So uncovered it, huge grub. You saw the big ones I had. So I waited to see how the greens were gonna do. A lot of them took off, quite a few of them didn't. So I knew in order to be successful in this bed, I was gonna have to go through and remove those guys. I still got a lot of delicious Asian greens out of this bed, but for the time and effort, and especially the time that you're waiting for your plants to grow, and then to find out that a lot of them are not going to be successful, that's just a complete bummer. So I'm glad I've got it addressed. I'm glad I've got those guys removed for the most part. This is a great time of year to grow Asian greens. And now I'm going to give them a nice water and then install the little irrigation sprinklers. Alright, so I soaked them pretty good, and over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be getting some beautiful Asian greens growing out of that bed. Got some newly planted radishes and spinach. The kohlrabi is growing like a weed, just like they do. See there, they're starting to bulb out. And when I planted them a couple of weeks ago, they were smaller than the purple cabbage. You could see that they're outgrowing the purple cabbage. And I'm super stoked that we're coming into a 4-day weekend because work has been kicking my butt. And I'm also super stoked that I'm still going to get a couple more bags of green chilies roasted. I had to butcher all of my green chili plants a couple of months ago due to a widespread blight problem, and I wasn't sure if I was still going to get more fruit, and I've got some really beautiful green chilies that I could still roast and freeze. Alright, well that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoy your 4-day weekend and enjoy your garden.